Because our structures have different hoop spacings and also different quantities of purlins depending on the size of the building, we often get questions for clarity on how to do the wind braces. Now, just to start, the horizontals that are between the hoops are the purlins, and the diagonals that are in each corner are the wind braces. They're made of the same material, just a different length. Now, you will have to refer to the manual to state how many you're actually getting per corner, because when you have a shorter hoop spacing, you will simply have more pieces in each corner that are a little bit shorter. So that is something that you need to clarify. But the thing that you need to remember is that the purlins are what ties the whole building together. So it is critical that your bracing always originates from the purlins and goes down to the base. Now, because we're using solid bracing, we always start at the corner, like on the last hoop, and where the purlin is. So you take that nut off and you are then angling down from that point. Now, when you have multiple rows of purlins, like on the bigger buildings, you're going to do the same procedure from each row of purlins. The upper purlin, you will then angle down to the next purlin, and because these are all different, there is no set pattern as to where you are going to end up. Basically, when you've used the prescribed quantity for each run, then wherever it ends up, that is the correct spot. When you have a structure that is not perfectly, and I mean perfectly flat to your braces at either end are not going to end up the same way, and that is the way that's just the reality of it, and that is not a mistake. You're always going to do the same routine from each end and each corner. You start at the last hoop, and you angle down to either the base or the next row of purlins, and you're going to repeat that pattern in four corners. And when you have get this in focus here, when you have multiple braces in a line, then you're going to have the same clip as what you're attaching the purlin with. You're going to attach the two wind braces together, and wherever that ends up, you're then going to drill through the arch and put a bolt in there. That's the only spot that you're going to have to drill. So, and then you repeat the same process again in each corner for each row of purlins. So I trust this will clarify things for you. But as always, if there is a question, don't hesitate to email or to make a phone call, because we want you to get this right. The other thing is that the braces, in a way, will always go down to the base, and so it is important to have extra anchors at the corners, because this translates to extra lift for the corner. So that's important, to get the extra anchors at each of the corners. So thank you, and we'll talk to you if needed. Thanks.